on our game plan.
Well, just sure, why not? I mean, if you want to. What challenges do you think they present?
The defense is trained reaction, but they present a lot of issues. They've been very efficient with what they're doing. I think it's the same offense with both quarterbacks. They're both big, strong, mobile guys. They want to run the football and set up play action. They're a combination, a little bit like NC State, where you'll see both spread and 2 tights and 2 backs and 3 back sets. They've got big receivers and got a big, strong back that's runs downhill and plays well behind his pads, and then they've got a smaller, shiftier, more explosive, make you miss in the hole kind of back as well. They've done a good job recruiting, and they play with the toughness and the physicality that you can appreciate and respect. And even in their last game, they played both quarterbacks early, within the first couple of drives of the game. So it looks like they're it might be more of a platoon as opposed to a replacement and going with a hot hand. But they're both big, strong quarterbacks that sit in the pocket well. They're big in stature and both have big arms. So they're good quality players.
Do they run those guys much?
They will. They will. And they'll have a little bit of option game and quarterback power and some of the stuff that you see with almost everybody anymore. It seems like you're in the minority offensively if you're not doing something with your quarterback that way.
What's different about Rashad Reedman's play this year from 2012?
He's just disciplined, doing all the little things the right way. It's the biggest thing. Just disciplined with his eyes, his technique, and just doing his job.
It's kind of cliche for corners that they'd rather be the ones that you don't hear their names.
Yeah,
is he developing for that type of guy?
Yeah, you knock on it. We were rather inconsistent there a year ago. Just all the simple things, not necessarily looking for a big-time playmaker. You'd obviously like to have that, but just again, having the appropriate leverage. You're supposed to pressure. You're supposed to blitz. If you're supposed to, you're in cover 2. You're supposed to be in the flat. Be in the flat. Just all those little things. Execution-wise, we're just a lot more consistent there. So, yeah, you want to notice him for the big plays. He had a nice sack, so they called his name. It was encouraging. He set the edge a couple of times, really nice. Some of the jet sweeps the other day, and he leveraged the ball well. So, but he's playing a lot better. I think he's a lot more confident and consistent.
You mentioned the little things, the details and so forth. Gary and Darius and Martin and Rashad. You think just another year in your system, maturity, collective?
Probably a combination of all those things. Understanding, maturity. Again, just as you mature, you become more disciplined, and you don't try to do too much. And as a result, you make a lot more plays when you let the system work for you. So trust is a big part of that.
In sacks, you guys are top 6 in the country or something like that. Did you think coming in that the pass rush would be that strong this early in the season?
I felt that would be a strength. I don't, put a whole lot of stock into where you rank and those types of things outside of you. Really felt that the front would be a strength of ours, and it's played out to be true. And if we're going to play well from here on out, it'll have to continue to be that way. And if you start getting blocked and not beating people, one-on-one, then, nothing goes right. So expectation was that they would play, well. And they have. So I've been real pleased that way. We've shown to have some depth there, as well.
Do you have an update on Carlos Watkins' availability?
I don't think he'll play this week. So he's come through whatever rehab. I don't know just know he's some bone bruises, no breaks or ligament damage that I'm aware of, but I'm not a coach the backer, so I'm not an expert on any of those kind of things, but I don't think he'll be available this week.
Your safeties was a concern last week. Wanted to get some more playing time for the younger guys. Did get a couple of those guys in.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you thought of them?
I was pleased with a lot of it, and think the more they play, the better, more comfortable that they'll get. So I was glad they were able to get it and get a lot of reps in the competitive situation, prior to the second half. And what you take out of it is that you feel confident that they'll continue to progress. And so we got a bunch of them in there. You're right.
What does that mean for you going forward as you get more deeper into this conference schedule?
Well, I mean, hopefully it means that we'll get better and better, and our execution will be better. There'll be more guys that can do it, and the guys that are doing it will be again fresher and stronger, and all the things that you want them to be in regards to your execution. So whether it's injuries or special teams or a guy just needs a breather, you'd like to know that the next guy can go in there and execute what you want him to do.